Hey, it's Mike Herman. It's Friday, and I wanted to cut this short video for you to tell you about Just Do It. I did a video last week about the topic of Just Do It, and it got a lot of positive response, but I really have to come clean. I have to come clean. I have to be straight with you. I have not been my word when it comes to just doing it. About a month and a half ago, I fell really hard and hurt my hand really badly. I cut it open. I thought I broke it. Took me about a week and a half to get the use of my hand back to normal, and it's taken a month and a half to get it back completely, and it's not even completely back. And as a result, I've not been able to do my push-ups, which I do every morning, 100 push-ups every morning for about 8.5 years. And what I'm coming clean to you about today is that I have not just been doing it. Because I haven't been doing my push-ups, I also haven't been doing my other physical workout every day. Some days I do it, some days I don't. More often, I haven't been doing it because it's a habit. It's a habit that you have to get into, to just do it, to just get off your ass, to just get out of your own way, to get out of your head and out of your emotions and just do it. And that's what I'm here to talk to you about. If you don't get into your own method of just doing it, which is just do it, just get out of the lack of momentum and the inertness of not doing something, and do it. So I'm going to tell you about the moment in my life where that became crystal clear and defined just doing it for me for the entire rest of my life. It's been about 23 or 20, I don't know, 22, 23, 24 years, something like that, since I jumped out of an airplane for the first time. And my girlfriend told me, when I would tell her I'm going to go jump out of a plane, I really want to go skydiving, she finally said to me, I know you say that all the time, why don't you just go do it? And I said to myself, man, I say that all the time, I guess I'd better do something about that. So I went and took a class, and I drove out to the desert, the California desert out in Mojave, and I got into a plane, and it climbed up 5,500 feet, and the jump master said, okay, ready, set, and I was hanging out of the plane, and he said, go, and I said, no, I'm not ready. He said, go. I said, I'm not ready. And he pulled me back into the plane, and we circled around a few more times, and he went through the whole process of what to do when I leave the plane again. 2, 3, 4 times we went through, and he finally said, you know what, we got to do this. This is the last time you'll have a chance. We're running out of gas, and the plane is going to crash if we don't land soon. So this is when you have to jump out of the plane, is now. So he said, get ready, get set, go. And in my head, hanging out of the plane, 2 feet out of the plane, and my body dangling out of this airplane at 5,500 feet, I said to myself, Mike, don't think about it, don't even process it, don't rationalize it, don't even intellectualize it, just do it, just jump now. In my head I yelled, jump, 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 and I jumped. Before I could even think about it, I just jumped. And that instant that I jumped out of that plane, that instant that I left the safety and security of the confines of the airplane, of the support of what's safe and known, and I was flying freely outside of the plane in the middle of the sky, that instant my entire life changed. And since then, I've had a mandate in my personality to just do it. Just do it. And if you don't do it, the more you don't do it, the more easy it becomes not to do it. That's it. The more you do it, the more easy it becomes not to do it. And what do you get out of not doing something? Out of not pushing yourself? Out of not pushing the envelope of what's possible for you? Maybe it's a job. Maybe it's an endeavor. Maybe it's a relationship. Maybe it's something emotional. Maybe it's something physical. Maybe it's something, whatever it is. What do you gain out of not doing it? See, the safety and the security of not doing something out of fear of doing it is not really safety and security. It's false fear. It's fear. And what is fear? Fear does not exist. I can't go to my desk and pick up my glasses and say that's fear. I can't pick up this bottle of water and say that's fear. I can't pick up the remote to the TV back there and say that's fear. I can't open my drawer and say something in there is fear. I can't open this file drawer and find something under F for fear. There's nothing there. There's no fear. There's nowhere where there's fear except for in your mind. And until you get your grasp around the fact that fear runs almost everything in the show, until you let go of the fear, and until you start acting in freedom and in abundance and in gratitude and in action, until you start acting in those domains, your true potential stays locked up in this little tiny space inside of your consciousness, buried down in your soul where no one will ever see it. Now, here's what happens if you let out that little tiny box that's in your soul down where no one ever sees it. If you open that box, it explodes. Everything in that box is possible. Everything in that box allows you to be, to have, to do, to go, to learn, to see, to experience everything that life has to offer. In my life, I don't let fear dictate anything. When fear becomes clear to me, bang, I shoot it right in the face. I get rid of it. I address whatever is holding me back through fear, and I go after it with all guns blazing. Why? Because when you live in freedom, there is no why. There is no what if. There is no how would I, how could I, how will I. There only is do. And I live in a life of do. And I invite you to come today and just do it. Just do it. Just live your life on purpose. Live your life in action. Live your life in freedom and joy. Can you do that? Will you do that? Will you take today's message of living in freedom and joy and abundance and prosperity and complete elation in your life, walking around the earth knowing that there's nothing that you haven't done that you want to do. There's nothing that you haven't said that you want to say. There's nothing that you haven't tried that you want to try. The worst thing to do is to look back on your life and say, I regret that I didn't do that. I have a friend from college. We went to college together, undergrad school together in Boston at Emerson College. His name is Stephen. And Stephen went to school for 2 years at Emerson and then dropped out. We've kept in touch all these years. And the thing that he says more than anything else in our occasional telephone conversations is, I wish that I could go back to college, or I wish that I'd finished college. He's 46 or 47 years old now. He can still go to college, but he has been so in the action of not being in action. He's been so committed to not being committed. He's been so afraid of being afraid that now it is so unlikely that he will ever go back to college because of his family commitments, because of his work commitments, his debt, his lifestyle, whatever the reasons that he has in his mind and in his life are, whatever those are. The more he thinks about going back to college, the more he associates that concept, that thought process with negative emotion, with fear, with failure, with upset, with loss, with regret. Who wants to associate something like that? Who wants to go into an experience knowing that everything that you do from this point on is going to reflect and connect you back with those negative emotions? No one does. And that's why the only way to break through those emotions is to say, I will not acquiesce. I will not be ruled today by my fear. I will not be ruled ever by limitations, barriers, and uncertainty. Today is your day. This is your moment right now, right this second. Whatever it is that you've been afraid of today and has been holding you back, has been holding you back everywhere in your life. There's nowhere in your life that whatever has been holding you back is not still holding you back. So I invite you today, this Friday, this moment, this right now, this very second, to take an action that will change your life forever. Maybe it's picking up the telephone. Maybe it's, I don't know, maybe it's starting your book. Maybe it's starting a project. Maybe it's completing something. Maybe it's getting closure with somebody. Whatever that fear is right now and today, right now, touch it, feel it, experience it in your soul. Whatever that is, kick it in the face, kick it in the ass, dominate it, obliterate it. It's not that hard. Just take an action, whatever that little tiny action has to be, to tap on the wall, to tap on what do they call on the levee, to tap on the levee, to let the water come through. Whatever you need to do, take it. Do it now. Don't wait. Don't wait until tomorrow. Don't wait another hour. Do it right now while you have me here with you. Now I gotta go, but I want you to know that whatever that action is that you take today, right now, will have resounding, ever reverberating results and benefits in your life. You cannot estimate the benefits of the action that you take right now to change your life. I hope this has made a difference. I hope you've enjoyed this time. I hope to God that you'll take this moment to seize the day, to be your best. This is your moment right now. I'm Mike Herman. Connect with me on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, LinkedIn, Google+, or at michaeljherman.com. You have an awesome, awesome day.